Hello, welcome to Bipolar Living with Michael Armstrong, part 19. I want to speak about the immigration marriage question that was part of the scenario for a while. I mentioned how Rube had found shelter in Paris with a man named Cy, an older man. Rube came back home after 6 weeks of a great time there for him. We then went to Boston that summer to meet Cy coming over to visit Rube. I didn't think too clearly about the implications of all of this, but it turned out that Cy had never been told by Rube anything about me, and I had never been told by Rube that he probably, and I imagine was, sleeping with Cy as payment, as it were, for being kept in Paris off the streets. In any case, Rube got rather impatient with me when I insisted on going to the airport in Boston to meet Cy. It turns out, as I say, Cy had no knowledge of me, so he was quite shocked, I'm sure, when he showed up at the airport for Rube with me being on the scene. The upshot of this was that Carol, the woman I'd married for this immigration scam, was also with us, and she met Cy. And after her time in studies came to an end, she decided to go and live in Paris for a year. Of course, she ended up moving in with Cy as an au pair person for him, and he filled her in on Rube's deception and manipulation, and he felt very used, which led to Carol being quite alienated from Rube, and thus not willing to carry through with this immigration marriage. It was all a bunch of foolishness, impossibility. I could never have gotten health insurance in the United States with what was to be my track record, for sure. So it was really a waste of time, a distraction from the more important things in my life, following from my complete infatuation with Rube. Later, when I went to recover in San Francisco, he was, of course, with me. I was staying with him. One evening, we went for a walk. I was quite stiffened up by medication. It was like walking as a mummy or something. I found very difficult. I got tired, went home, left him with a friend Arthur on the street. He never came home, so I never slept because it came to me he was probably at a bar and probably had gone home with someone, which of course is what had happened, without talking to me about it, without permission, just a casual, basically, infidelity being there. And later, years later, when I went to visit him again with his new partner, Fred, he made nasty remarks about my habit of sleeping late and sleeping all day, basically with my depression. I was trying to come to a better space by being in San Francisco regarding my illness. It did not work. He caught me in bed, as it were, and said nasty things. So I had to immediately pick up my baggage and go home, knowing that the whole Rube episode of my life was at an end because of my illness. So that describes the outcome of that tempestuous time in my life, the big love affair of my life, in essence, just dissolving into nothingness. Next time I shall read from my book about the content of my manic psychotic delusions. Okay, bye for now.